Sabay sa pag-agos ng flood control projects noong 2021 ay ang paglobo umano ng yaman ni na Siomai King partners Jonathan So at Carlito Macadangdang ng House of Franchise.
What's up at welcome sa Pochoklak. Sa channel na ito, mahilig akong sumuri ng mga relo ng mga kilalang personalidad at magbigay sa inyo ng masabot kayang alternatibo. Dahil po nabalitaan ko na maaaring bumabaha ng salapi sa pagfa-franchise ng isang Siomai King. Sa video na ito, minabuti ko na sumuri ng mga sample ng mga relo ni Jonathan So, pati ni Carlito Macadangdang. Bago po tayo magsimula, ipa-plug ko lang. Kung gusto niyo pong komentan ko ang inyong mga relo o koleksyon ng mga relo, magpadala po kayo ng mga litrato nito sa pochoklak2025@gmail.com. Hindi na po ako magpapaligoy-ligoy pa. Tara na! Dito muna sa relo ni Carlito Macadangdang, ang kailangan po nating tingnan muna dito yung case niya, especially yung nipis. I think it's quite striking how thin the case looks even from this angle. Tapos tingnan natin yung hugis ng case, parang medyo pahaba siya. And if you look at the top half of this case or this dial, parang may makita kayong tatlong sub-dial. And at the bottom left corner of the case, may makikita din kayo dyan isang sub-dial. Tapos gumagamit ito ng isang black strap. At dahil sa mga katangian na yan, tingnan this are Richard Mille RMUP-01 Ferrari. So what's really striking about this watch, sabi ko nga kanina, ay yung kapal or nipis ng relo, which is only 1.75 millimeters. Napakinipis po ng relo na ito. And it's actually the second thinnest watch in the world. Pero nung lumabas ang relong ito, nung 2022, kung tama ang aking pagkakaalala, it was at that time the thinnest watch. Pero even nung panahon na yon, it was in a contest sort of with Bulgari and their Octo Finissimo line na gumagawa din ng mga maninipis na relo. And true enough, nung 2024, 2 years after the release of the RMUP-01, lumabas naman ang Bulgari Octo Finissimo Ultra Kosk watch na ang thinness naman ng relo na yon ay 1.7 millimeters. And for me, it's quite interesting how these watches are trying to be super thin. Ako lang personally, hindi ako masyadong fan kung ganito nakanipis yung relo. Kasi yung components ng mechanical movement, you would have to widen the case para ma-accommodate yung mga complications and mechanisms nung movement ng relo. And true enough, just this RMUP-01, its case size is 51 millimeters across and 39 millimeters from top to bottom. Parang nagmumukha tuloy siyang plato even dito sa wrist ni Carlito Macadangdang. It's something that I respect the engineering, I respect the work, the science that goes behind the creation of this watch, but it's something that I personally would not wear kasi it's too thin for me. Sabi ko nga kanina, parang nagmumukha siyang plato. But this watch on the secondary market, I see it sell for up to 750,000 British pounds. In Philippine pesos, yan ay nasa mga 62.5 million pesos plus shipping, taxes, and duties pa. Kasi ang relo na ito, hindi nyo lang basta-basta makikita sa Pilipinas. You would have to import this watch. And that would drive the price up so much more. Ngayon, doon naman tayo sa alternatives. Pagpatawad nyo pong alternative nito, it's probably the most expensive alternative that I'm going to propose on this channel. But it's still a fraction of the cost of the RMUP-01. So kung loadin nyo si Siomai Boy Carlito Macadangdang, ang pwede nyong bilhin na relo kung medyo may bandwidth kayo sa budget nyo, ay ang Bulgari Octo Finissimo, the regular version of the watch in the stainless steel case and bracelet. So, kaya ko talaga pinili to because of the thinness of the watch. If I'm not mistaken, it's 6.4 millimeters thin. It's still much thicker than the RMUP-01, but I think it's still more wearable. Ang width ng case na ito is 40 millimeters, and I think this is just a good-looking watch. I would love to have this watch if it were a bit smaller. So for me personally, 40 millimeters for this this thin of a watch is still quite difficult to wear. Ang Octo Finissimo, it retails for 842,000 pesos sa mga Bulgari boutiques dito sa Pilipinas. At sabi ko nga, itong pinakamahal kong alternative na pinropose ever sa channel na ito. It's still a lot of money, but I would say that if you're really interested in this watch, hintayin nyo na lang. Kasi I do see good examples of this watch pop up every now and then sa secondary market dito sa Pilipinas for around half of the SRP. So if you're patient enough, loadin nyo si Carlito Makadangdang, hintay lang kayo ng konti, mabibili nyo rin ang relo na ito. Dito naman tayo sa relo ni Jonathan So. Ang kailangan nating tingnan dito, yung hugis muna ng case na tonneau-shaped siya. Tapos mapapansin nyo, parang may screws doon sa bezel ng relo. Tapos tingnan natin yung strap nito na parang rubber strap siya. And the case is colored white and the strap is colored white. You also notice that this watch, on the side of the case, it has pushers. Pero kulay itim yung pushers niya. So it's contrasting the color of the case. Tapos tingnan natin yung dial niya. Mapapansin nyo, medyo magulo yung display. So may clue tayo na may pagka-skeletonized ang dial na ito. Ibig sabihin kita yung kalamnan. Pero tingnan natin yung positioning ng mga sub-dials ng relo na ito. There's one at the top right corner, another one at the bottom right corner, and another one at the 9 o'clock position. At dahil sa mga katangyan natin, these are Richard Mille RM72-01. So, Richard Mille is a brand that I have featured on this channel before this video. And I normally talk about how these watches are huge and how they use unique materials. And this watch does use unique materials, but I would like to focus on the unique points of this watch, comparing it to other Richard Mille. So the first thing that struck me was the unique layout of the chronograph. Sabi ko nga, iba-iba yung posisyon ng mga subdials nito. Aside from that, the case size is something that I find much better compared to other Richard Milles that I have found. So, ang case size nito, across, it's 38.4 millimeters across, and lug to lug, or measurement from top to bottom, is 47.34 millimeters. So, comparing it to other Richard Mille watches, what really stands out here for me personally would be the wearability of this watch. On the secondary market, I see this watch sell for up to $480,000. In Philippine peso terms, ay nasa mga 29 million pesos. Pero plus shipping, taxes, and duties pa. Kasi hindi madalas yan dito sa markets dito sa Pilipinas. So kung idol nyo to si Jonathan So, si Boy Siomay, ang pwede nyo gawin bumili kayo ng isang SAR Bomba, the Elemental Bioceramic Date, as an alternative. So kaya ako to napili as an alternative. Makita nyo naman visually dito, they look quite similar. That all-white look, tonneau-shaped case, rubber white strap. Pero in terms of the concessions, I think the size here is going to matter. Mas malaki ng konti ang relo na ito. 43 millimeters across, 50.5 millimeters lug to lug or top to bottom. And it's also just, I think, less complicated in terms of the movement present sa watch na ito. Kasi quartz ang movement ng relo na ito. Aside from that, maybe the finishing will be a bit inferior to the Richard Mille, and the materials present here are not as elevated as that on the Richard Mille. Pero if you look at the price of this watch, it retails for 13,300 pesos sa website ng Tsar Bomba. But that would mean you would have to pay shipping, taxes, and duties. Pero kahit meron yan, napakalayo po niyan dun sa price ng RM72-01. And I think that's why it's such a wise alternative to go for this. Especially with Richard Mille watches, I think the design is super divisive. And at such price points, 29 million pesos, ang hirap pong lunukin yan. So kung gusto nyo lang subukan yung style, I think the Tsar Bomba is a good alternative, and it's a good route to trying out a design that you might or might not like. Dito naman tayo sa twinning watch ni Jonathan So, pati ni Carlito Makadangdang. Ang kailangan po nating tingnan dito, the tonneau-shaped case, the yellow accents on the crown, pushers on the side, the black rubber strap, at dahil sa mga katangin natin, this is an RM11 03. So ang relo na ito, it's a watch that I have featured a bunch of times on this channel na suot ng mga politiko, and it's just standard Richard Mille stuff, large cases, skeletonized dials, and the works. This is textbook Richard Mille. So ang relo na ito, I see it sell on the secondary market for up to 299,000 euros in Philippine peso terms. Yan ay nasa mga 21.5 million pesos plus shipping, taxes, and duties pa. Kasi again, these are not going to be found frequently dito sa market sa Pilipinas. Or although I do see resellers here and there have this watch from time to time, but I think it quickly runs out. Kasi alam nyo naman, pag hype watches talaga, anything hyped, mabilis talagang mabenta yung mga ganitong klaseng mga relo. And dalawa agad sa relo na ito, napunta kay Jonathan So, pati kay Carlito Macadangdang. So, dalawa silang showmaking. Ngayon, kung loadin nyo talaga sila, ini-insist nyo na magkaroon kayo ng relo na similarly styled, I'm recommending another SAR Bomba, the Elemental Calendar version of the watch. So, makita nyo naman dito why I'm recommending it as an alternative. Concession-wise, primarily, it's the quartz movement that you're going to notice and the finishing. The materials, probably a little bit, but not so much. This one sells on SAR Bomba's website for 13,300 pesos. For all of the SAR Bomba watches that I feature on this channel, I put a link in the description that you can use to purchase the watch kung interesado kayo to be able to support the channel. So, please support the channel by buying these watches, especially ang SAR Bomba. Sabi ko nga kanina, kung medyo on the fence kayo about this divisive style, it's a good way to just try it out. Para naman sa relo na ito ni Jonathan Song, kailangan nating tingnan yung hugis ng bezel na lang kasi hindi masyadong kita yung buong case profile. So yung hugis ng bezel nito, hugis television siya, medyo makakapal yung bezel. Tapos tingnan din natin yung dial nito. Mapapansin nyo, at the 6 o'clock position, there's this sub-dial na parang kulay white yung outline niya. And then if we look at the strap, it's color brown. And it's important to note here how the case connects to the strap. At dahil sa mga katangian natin, sa Patek Philippe Nautilus 5980R-001. And this watch is a remarkable watch. It's very classy looking, especially in comparison to the watches that we have looked at so far dito sa video na ito. It's also important to note other people who I have featured on this channel na tingin ko ito ang suot na relo. Una would be current President Bongbong Marcos, which he wore during his inauguration, and the other person would be Martin Romualdez. So that's quite good company, no? Malamang nakahawak na ng Taliano Gold din ito si Jonathan So, lalo na sa mga relo na meron siya. So ang relo na ito, discontinued na siya, but on the secondary market, I still see it sell for up to 7.6 million pesos. And unlike the other watches that we mentioned in this video, the Richard Milles, this one is present dito sa Philippine secondary market. From time to time, it does pop up quite a bit. And in the few times that I have tried to check whether it's being sold sa secondary market dito, binibenta naman. So I think you just wait a little kung wala, and then eventually it will pop up. So this watch is still quite pricey kahit in comparison to the Richard Milles. Parang barya lang siya. Mahal pa rin po naman. Napakalaking pera po ng 7.6 million pesos. So kailangan nyo humanap ng alternative. At mahal na naman ang alternative na ito. Pagpatawad nyo po. Pero paborito ko talaga itong Mido Multi-4 TV Big Date in the rose gold tone case and brown rubber strap. So, ang relo na ito, alam nyo naman kung bakit ko nire-recommend. They look very similar. It's just missing the complication of the chronograph na medyo streamlined doon sa 5980R. And it doesn't have the sort of ears doon sa case. So, it's very, very flush pagdating doon sa sides ng case. Except, of course, for the crown. So, this watch, it retails dito sa Pilipinas for 86,000 pesos. And I think it's just a good alternative to the Nautilus in general terms and the Aquanaut, lalo na yung ganitong klaseng style, TV-shaped cases. And Mido has the heritage to back that up. They themselves made TV-shaped cases, so you couldn't really say that it's a knockoff of the Aquanaut or the Nautilus. So this watch, is something, sinabi ko na rin before, I have seriously considered buying. Yun nga lang, I have sort of moved on from this style. Ayun! Nakita na tayo ng mga sample ng mga relo ni Jonathan So, pati na ni Carlito Makadangdang. Kung tama ang aking guess kung ano ang mga relong ito, base sa kanilang mga katangian, kung bibilhin nyo sila today, maaari kayong abutin ng humigit kumulang 142 million pesos plus shipping, taxes, and duties pa. Ilang bahay na po yan na magagamit ng mga kababayan natin. And for me, it becomes even more egregious kasi yung karamihan ng value na yan, they come from the Richard Mills na hindi ko lang ma-stomach talaga yung design, especially given the price point. That this is a design I'm willing to explore at more affordable price points, but at this amount, the secondary market prices, I think they're just ridiculous for how they look. And alam niyo naman, sa channel nito, I much prefer simpler styled watches, more classically sized watches, and kung kailangan ko lang pumili ng isang relo na gusto ko sa 5 relo na tiningnan natin sa video na ito, ang paborito ko dyan, yung Patek Philippe Nautilus 5980R, probably just by default, kasi puro Richard Mille yung kasama niya sa listahan nito. But still, I'm a fan of the combination of the strap and the rose gold case and the streamlined chronograph complication present in the 5980R. At doon naman po tayo sa alternatives. Alam niyo naman kung ano sasabihin ko. My favorite in the alternatives section would be the Mido Multifort TV Big Date. Alam niyo na po yan. Pero opinion ko lang yan. Kung iba po ang inyong opinion, kung tingin nyo meron pang ibang relo na mas angkop bilang alternative, let me know in the comment section down below. Kung nagustuhan nyo ang video na ito, please hit the like button. At kung trip nyo yung ganitong klaseng content, watch reviews, pagsuri sa mga relo ng mga kilalang personalidad, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. Yun lang po. Maraming salamat sa oras ng panonood. Laters, yo!